Soil texture. Soil's texture is critical to the amount of water held in the soil, gas exchange, and plant nutrition. Different crops will thrive in soils with different textures, so determining soil texture is an important step before planting a crop. Soil texture is due to the relative presence of sand, silt, and clay. Sand is the largest particle with a diameter between 0.05 and 2 millimeters. It feels gritty to the touch. It holds very little water. Silt particles have a medium size with a diameter between 0.002 and 0.05 millimeters. When dry, it feels like flour. When wet, it is smooth. It holds a moderate amount of water. Clay has the smallest particle size, less than 0.002 millimeters. When dry, it feels hard and brittle. When wet, it is sticky. It holds much more water than sand or silt. Soil texture. Coarse textured sandy soil is 70 to 100% sand. Medium textured soil, or loam, has about equal amounts of sand, silt, and clay. Fine textured, clayey soil is more than 40% clay. As shown on the next slide, the U.S. Department of Agriculture defines 12 soil types based on the proportion of sand, silt, and clay. On that slide, the type of soil is shown by color on the triangle. Soil that is sandy is shown as brown, loam as green, and clayey as yellow. To use this triangle, circle the percentage for each component. For silt and sand, follow the diagonal from that point to the left. For clay, draw a horizontal line. Where the lines meet indicates the type of soil. For instance, determine the type of soil which is 30% sand, 50% silt, and 20% clay. The answer will be on the next slide. And as you can see, continuing from the last slide, this soil is silt loam. The type of soil is critical to making decisions about crops, since certain crops need certain types of soil. That either determines what crops can be planted or what augmentation is needed, if that is even practical. Sandy soils, with their coarse texture, have low water holding capacity, high water infiltration rates, high potential for leaching, low nutrient retention, and respond well to irrigation. Loams, with their medium texture, are very productive since they allow sufficient water infiltration and have good water and nutrient retention. Clayey soils, with their fine texture, stay wet longer, have slow infiltration rates, and a high potential for denitrification and high nutrient retention. Soil texture can be determined by a number of methods. In the following topics, we will familiarize you with a range of methods. We will start by determining texture by feel and then move on to a number of lab experiments.